First, suffered two significant defeats to Saudi Arabia in the first window. The first by 24, and then by 24 again on home court after the first one on the road. Now they have two more road games to come. After tonight, a trip to Lebanon for Monday's game, before finishing the campaign with two home games in July when they host Qatar and Lebanon. On the bench for them, Scott Fleming, head coach since 2024, but he's just recently announced he'll be stepping down after this window. He does say this young India team, with a strong support system and the right coaching, has the potential to be a top 5 team in Asia. Qatar 1-1 after two incredibly tight games in window one. They lost by just a single point here against Lebanon on game day one, 74-75, conceding the decisive basket with 17 seconds left after turning the ball over. But they got dramatic payback against the same opponents 3 days later, surviving a missed three with 4 seconds left to win 83-86 in Lebanon against a team 53 spots higher in the rankings, and a nation who'd won each of their previous 10 straight qualifiers on home court. It was perhaps one of the upsets of the decade in this region. Off the back of that, Qatar looking to go from strength to strength by getting another victory here tonight. Ahead of this one, we will pause for the national anthems of these two nations.
If we can have you all outstanding for the national anthem of India. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go to the national anthem of Qatar.
Here in the capital, Qatar, 78th in the FIBA World Rankings, hosting 75th placed India. A Group D fixture in Doha on game day 3 of the 2027 FIBA World Cup Asia Qualifiers. The pleasantries before the 40-minute fight as we get an introduction to your officiating crew for this contest. Two underdog nations in this sport. India's only qualification to a global event came back at the 1980 Moscow Olympics. They finished last of the 12 teams. They've never qualified for the World Cup. And it's a program in a tough spot right now, 0-2 to start this campaign. And at each of the last 3 editions of the Asia Cup, they've lost all of their games to finish bottom of their groups, including last year in Saudi Arabia at the last edition. Still, they do have some young talent, and they've made a few changes to their roster for this second window. Brought in 4 new players, including a couple that have got fans excited, Aaron Montero and Tushal Singh. Both promising additions. We'll see their starting 5 first. And Kanwar Sandhu stands out, 11 points a game, 1.5 steals a game in his 19.5 minutes on good percentages so far. Pranav Prince is one of their big rising stars, 22 years of age, but had a really tough time in the first window. They need him to step up here this evening. He's got immense talent and potential, but only averaged 4.5 points in the first window for Scott Fleming's side. He'll shortly finish his second spell on the India bench, having also been their head coach from 2012 to 2015, in which he led them to a couple of their 6 South Asian championships. Look at the Qatar starting 5 here. Brandon Goodwin in the backcourt. Here's the star. 21 points a game, 7.5 assists, 7 rebounds, 1.5 steals over the first 2 contests for the 30-year-old. Alihadzi Begovic was almost as good from centre. He will come off the bench tonight. He averaged 16.5 points, 11 rebounds, 4.5 offensive rebounds, 3.5 assists and 3 steals, as well as 1.5 blocks. Throughout Qatar's history, just 1 appearance on the global stage, coming at the 2006 World Cup in Japan. They lost all 5 of their games. Next year here, in this very arena, they will play at just their 2nd ever world-level event, hosting one for the very first time. Big moment for Hakan Demir and his team. He talked about rebooting Qatari basketball when he arrived, with many talented teenagers coming through, led by their talented naturalized players. They'll play tonight in the Lusail Arena, the biggest of 4 venues for next summer's showpiece event, with a capacity of over 15,000. For a number of years, Qatar's program has been geared towards the 2027 World Cup, their first world-level event in 21 years. They've produced an impressive rise in the world rankings from 103rd up to 78th in the space of 2 years. And after their Game Day 2 win in Lebanon, their first World Cup qualifier win since 2018, a significant jump of 5 places. Assistant coach Cengiz Karadag describing their team as now the toughest defensive side in Asia. They will hope to demonstrate that ability, grittiness and potential again tonight, as they aim to win back-to-back World Cup qualifiers for the first time in their history. They're already qualified for the main event, but they continue to build momentum. Can they do so against a struggling India side here this evening, on this big stage that will see a world champion crowned here in September? India do get a shot away and a foul. First attempt from Principal Singh, one of those 4 new players coming into the India 12 for this second window. 25-year-old who played 15 minutes a game at the Asia Cup, averaged 6.3 points, 3.3 rebounds with 50% field goal shooting. It was his first major tournament. It's a boost to have him back for these middle pair of qualifiers in the first window. Off his missed foul shot, they get an offensive rebound. The skip through, not the score though. And the frustration palpable because that was from close proximity and a high percentage shot that did not go. Absolutely had to be a basket for Arvin Mutukrishnan. He had a torrid time shooting the ball in the first window. 2 of 11 from two-point territory. Just 1 of 10 on the outside. First foul on India. Tyler Harris, the handoff. So much will go through Goodwin. Crossover, three-point shot, way off right. 18 offensive rebounds in that last game for India. They've grabbed one already here. Perimeter jab steps, ball put on the floor. Pranav Prince, can he get going? Yes, he can. That's what he can do, the 22-year-old. Only 4.5 points a game in 31 minutes a game. The first 2 games, we know he can do much more than that as Goodwin rides some turbulence to the rack. Second foul on India, and they count the basket and 1. Foul in the act of shooting as Goodwin goes to the goal. See that last game for him against Lebanon, that historic win for Qatar. Not just the 25 points, 8 assists, but also 8 rebounds. Backdoor cut, nice pass, nice finish. Sahesh Shekon, and India are doing well. And Prince into the passing lane. Dime behind the spine, back out, three-point shot, got it. Kanwar Sandhu, what a start for India here. As they go up by 5 points. Off the back of back-to-back 24-point losses in window 1. In the corner to cancel. Usman Dieng. He shot 2 of 3 on the outside the first 2 games. Handoff here to Mutukrishnan. Little flutter in the lane, flat from him. So Qatar a chance to get level or take the lead. A really good flow about the opening 2.5 minutes of this. Some good shooting, nice passing. But India in a spot of foul trouble bother. Goodwin drawing contact again. 3 fouls on India in the first 2.5 minutes. Goodwin 21 points a game, fouled once more. India are ahead, but they cannot keep a lid on Qatar's standout star. So capable of drawing fouls, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, and now, for nearly 7.5 minutes, any further defensive foul from India, shooting foul or not, will send Qatar to the stripe because they already have 14 fouls. Goodwin hit an and 1 not too long ago, but he misses the first on this pair. 4 points for him. Second. Daga to Prince. Lost it now. They don't want to foul again, but the flying follow from Tyler Harris. And Qatar ahead from 5 down. They've done it on a 6-point unanswered run. Right the way through traffic in transition goes Brandon Goodwin. And make it now an 8-point unanswered run that'll force a timeout from Scott Fleming on the India bench. And that positive start for his team has quickly evaporated as Qatar get quickly down the floor. Dieng off a steal inside, has 5 points now. And then Goodwin got out in transition as well to hit 6 points.
We stepped up the one time. They were, fouling's killing us right now. Out of position. We got to get him up here. We can't let him get down into here.
Start shooting from outside.
We're doing way too much dribbling down here. All right, we're dribbling. That's where they're stealing the ball. We got to get it moving. We got to get it moving. Come on now. We're not getting any fast breaks as we're stopping the ball.
You heard it there from Coach Fleming. Fouling is killing us right now. 4 fouls. I think 3 of them have been drawn by Brandon Goodwin, if not all of them. His team we're up 8-3. We've had a point taken away. Flying finish in emphatic fashion from Principal Singh to stop the India drought. Just what they wanted off the timeout from Scott Fleming. An easy look. And they tuck it quite emphatically. And they get a defensive stop. Although I think Qatar are going to get the ball back. Prince the pass. Lit the fuse. Detonating the dynamite was Principal. Goodwin now turning to the exterior and turning it on. Five the lead for Qatar. Can India stand the heat? Prince looking to get to the basket. Prince again from the foul line. Sure, this is an India team that averaged only 54 points in the first window. Program that's really up against it right now. 51 points the first game, 57 points the second game. Goodwin has 9. Can't yet make it 10. He has just been too hot to handle, but he has missed 2 free throws now on his 4 attempts. Make it only 2 of 5 at the line.
19.
10 of 16 from the line the first 2 games. Not a great free throw shooter. Qatar nonetheless have it back. It's back in the hands of Goodwin. Open spot on the wing. Too long. Mustafa Fuda. gets contact at centre court. Third foul on Qatar. That might be the only way to stop Brandon Goodwin, get him in foul trouble. Prince able to open up his long stride and get a couple of shots away early on here. He's threatening to get back towards his best after that really tough first window. No doubt India need it. There's the fourth foul on Qatar. This one on Boy Seydou. Prince, by the way, was only 2 of 8 in the first game from the field, 2 of 10 in the second game. 22% from the field altogether. Seydou's going to come out. He's picked up a couple of personal fouls. Posting and spinning and not picking up the points. Being back to the offensive rebound, it's stuck. It's unusual to see it stick from there. It's another missed opportunity close to the basket, though, for India. They've had a couple of those now. Had they made them, it would be just a one-point game. Not shots you expect your team to miss as a head coach or perhaps as a fan. Midway point of the first period. Sandhu. Prince Pal. Tough shot on the fade. There's a whistle. It's against Goodwin, is it? Indeed, Brandon Goodwin. This is a tough foul for multiple reasons on him. It's his second personal. It's also classed as a defensive foul. So India get to the line, and somehow it's Qatar's foul trouble that hurts them first. After India committed so many early on, they had 4 fouls after 2.5 minutes. That is a dynamic shifter. Second personal foul on Qatar's star guard after just over 5 minutes. He remains on the court for now. He scored 9 of their 14 points. The scoring has slowed down somewhat, though, and India are back within 3. Goodwin again. Begovic, the centre, wouldn't drop for him. Nor the offensive rebound attempt back out. Goodwin, the 3-point shot off. Another offensive rebound for Hadzi Begovic. Still can't get the roll of the rim. India battling for the board, but to no avail so far. Qatar keep on coming. The fancy footwork and the finish. The finger roll falling off the kind hop from home iron. The jump step through the contact and the score for Ousmane Dieng. Goodwin does now go to the bench on his 2 fouls. Qatar take it back. And powering through the paint, glancing off the glass, getting it to drop. Through Fuda off yet another steal-inflicted turnover. Ain't the lead for Qatar. Dieng now has 6 points. Ousmane Dieng to back up the 9 of Brandon Goodwin. Goodwin now on the bench, so India will hope to make their move if they can, with Qatar's star player out. Said they have Abdul Rahman Saad on the floor for the first time over the last couple of minutes. Qatar, he's a player who can score as well. 14.5 points in 24.5 minutes a game, the first window. India ball here, down 7. Fuda. Oh, forceful play. And they call it and count it for big Bobo Magasa. Yanshu Tomar bollied in the middle. So a chance for the first double-digit lead. Not making their foul shots right now. Daga. Hafiz trying to thread it through. No ring road available around the defense. Another turnover for Arvinder this time. I'll make that India's 5th turnover, maybe 4th. They've been live ball turnovers that have been punished. This one not quite yet, but it still may be. Free player in the corner. Big man who can shoot but can't make it. India looking to get forward swiftly in transition before that 5-on-5 Qatar defense can set. Prince, the nice pass. And that one is good from close proximity, and the pointed appreciation from Daga for the man who created it. India just trying to keep their heads above water here. Down by 7. That's the first goal. The next goal is to get stops like that one, with Goodwin on the bench to make their comeback. Doesn't matter who's on the floor for Qatar, they will try and play aggressive defense. Maybe there'll be a slump on the offensive end. And there has been already. They were pouring in the points earlier on. Fuda. Open spot for Dieng. He's hit one already. Can't knock down that one, despite being wide open on the wing. Daga ran into trouble. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Has plagued India the whole of this period, these live ball turnovers. And that is only going to make matters worse. A Daga grab that will give Qatar free throws and possession. Only 3 of 7 at the line. Mustafa Fuda looking to improve their percentage. Makes both. He was only 6 of 9 the first 2 games, but makes them both hit. 9 the lead, ball back after the unsportsmanlike foul. Fuda 4 points and a couple of assists. The first window we averaged 5.5 points, 3 assists, with 1.5 turnovers. Dieng to inbound. Fuda will go to work again. Begovic threatened the three, put it on the floor, spin cycle move, floater short. And the lead remains at single figures. Final minute of the first approaching. Prince knew it was off straight away the moment it left his hands. Fuda. Begovic has a huge advantage. Nice passing ability from the big man as well, and the corner three. Dieng knocking it down from right in the corner. 3 points in appreciation. He wasn't at the top of his game in the first window shooting the ball. He has been so far in this one. They are able to cancel. Final seconds. Dieng. Fuda. Shot clock down to the final couple of ticks. Begovic. Perfect pass, perfect penetration, perfect timing. And Qatar get that double-digit lead to take into the first intermission. 28 points in the first period for an 11-point lead over India. 28-17 at the end of one here in Doha. And shooting the better percentage on the interior. India 50% from three, but only taking two. We know, as we see the best plays of the opening 10 minutes, you look at the game stats, and 5 turnovers from India really hurting them. Just 1 turnover for Qatar. 8-2 advantage in points off turnovers for the home team. They've also won the offensive rebounding count 6-3. 8-2 advantage in second chance points as well. Now, essentially more than the whole difference in the margin right now. The points they've got off the back of India giveaways and the points they've got off the back of their offensive rebounding. If you can get that QR code, make sure you've got the courtside 1891 out for all the stream schedules and scores from all of the FIBA competitions. You can also sign in on the website as well to watch the live streams and extended highlights. Early foul on Begovic. He only had 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting. A couple of fouls in 5 minutes of that first quarter. They've also got a couple of fouls for Goodwin. So their star in the backcourt and their star in the front court, both on 2 fouls. They'll have to manage that situation. There's your 5 on the floor for India at the bottom of the screen. They look to make it a single-digit margin again, and they do from deep. Take it down to 8, thanks to the number 8, Sandhu. Here's the lineup for Qatar at the start of the second. Fuda. Very capable ball handler. Looking to edge his way into the lane. Shot clock down to the final couple of ticks here. Tyler Harris back out, too late. And a rare Qatar turnover. We were just talking about the significance of turnovers as they commit only their second in the game. To Krishnan, free for the three, can't make it count. Balakar Dieng, both he and Usman Dieng have done it from deep early on in this game. Fuda, quick first step, drops it off, and off the glass, it's good for Harris. Fuda moving the ball really well. He's got 3 assists. A couple of steals on the defensive end as well. Target creates an open shot, and another outside one drops for Muthu Krishnan. They've knocked down more threes, India, in this second period than they did in the whole of the first. Only around a minute and a half in, they've come back to within 7. And a timeout required for Hakan Demir on the Qatar bench. So India in the first 10 minutes went just 1 of 2 from 3. In the first 97 seconds of the second. 12 down to get within 7. Battered against the backboard, but a goaltend against Principal Singh. They're not happy about it, India. Certainly hit the glass first, the attempt from Tyler Harris. Prince had a positive start, hasn't done a great deal since. Qatar looking to go back up by double figures here with Mustafa Fuda. Up fake onto the floor, Saad into the lane, slicing and dicing the defense to great effect. Abdul Rahman Saad. Gets his first score in his 3rd shot attempt. 20 points in the last game. Up and running for this one. Muthu Krishnan, 11 the lead for Qatar. Shot clock to 3. Tough shake-off on the elbow, missed. And now a chance for Harris. Qatar are doing this with Goodwin still on the bench. Hamzi Begovic on the bench as well. Holding off any India attempt at the comeback so far. Harris misses the second, but he's got 7 points in less than 8 minutes. 3 rebounds and 2 offensive rebounds. So really positive shift for him. The player only averaged 4.5 points in the first window. India got an offensive rebound. They're trying their best to even that second chance opportunity count, but they step on the sideline. There was a foul, in fact, instead. It was India who had the early foul trouble in the first period. Now Qatar have picked up 3 in the first 3.5 minutes. Three mid-range shots. Hit everything but the net. Iron, glass, iron off. Goodwin back in. 9 points in 6 minutes for him, but also a couple of fouls. 12 the lead for Qatar. They've been able to sustain their advantage while he's been on the bench. It's ominous for India. Straight back into the hands of Goodwin. Well marshalled though, passes on. Dieng for 3, back iron. India certainly improving their defense. Qatar falling to 3 of 9 on the outside, and Prince will show them how to shoot. Pranav Prince with the 3, and India back within single figures. Prince already over his scoring average from the first window, has 6 points. Goodwin can't cancel it. So India given encouragement to flow forward again. And right the way to the goal. With the emotion to follow, Pranav Prince, 5 in a flash for him. And India are back within 7 for the second time. They trailed by 12, came back to 7. They trailed by 12 again, came back to 7 again. Oh, a chance to keep chipping away. Chance to ignite their campaign and to ignite the campaign of their rising star Pranav Prince, but he misses the and 1. 8 points, 6 rebounds for him after the quiet first window. Harris's floater pops back out into his own hands, and he forces it up on the second attempt. Open spot for the 3. Sekon got it and 1 for a chance at a 4-point play. Sahej the sniper. Now India looking to gun down this double-digit deficit. Muthu Krishnan to Sekon. And they are riding a wave right now. Qatar at 4 fouls as well. And the gap closed to 5 off a 4-point play. Sahej Sekon hitting his first 3 of this qualifying campaign. He was 0 of 3 the first 2 games. And the alley almost went in. Prince. India can make it a 1-possession game here. Really have their tails up, but from close proximity, Muthu Krishnan. They've missed 3 of those now. 3 open attempts from right around the basket. Goodwin then got fouls. Missed opportunity to pick up points, and also an invitation for Qatar to run. Goodwin attacking strong, banking it in to take his tally to double figures. India winning the period 11-15, down 7. Eventually made their move to mount a comeback with Goodwin back on the court. Step back 3-point shot under the basket, telegraphed well by teammate Sekon, but he couldn't keep it in play. So 4.5, just under to play. In the first half, they'll go to the benches.
Just keep dribbling the ball. We're not going to win that way. We're not going to win. We're not going to win by you guys going one-on-one all the time.
Don't go one-on-one.
You need to move the ball. Hey, they are scoring everything right here. Our defense is non-existent down low. We're just sitting down here and letting those guys get layups. We've got to move it out. We got to have a wall here. A wall here. You can't just, it's 5 men guarding the ball. Don't worry about you got your man. You got to get the ball. And then we got a helper. And then we got a rebound.
Hey, sack back. After ball, sack back. Rebound बहुत मुश्किल है. Red team back to back basket डालो मत करो. Team को लेकर सही जगह पे फोल्ड करो. Don't go over breaks. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
We have a game on our hands when it looked as though Qatar could pull away. India was struggling. 3-point shooting off the back of improved defense has got them back into the game. Just 1 made 3 in the first period and 4 of 6 in the second. And 5 threes in the game have come from 5 different players. Harris. Open 3 for Qatar. They've knocked down a few as well. How about this one from Mustafa Umdao, a 20-year-old who gets his first qualifiers action. But right back at it on the exterior, India knocked down their 5th 3 of this period. A 3-point shootout in Doha right now. Sekon, 9 points, has made both of his. Goodwin floating up. And a 10-foot tall foul is a good one. Nancy Begovic was cocking back to throw it down. Foul making the 2'11" centre earn it from the strike. Brandon Goodwin leading the way of all scorers with 11 points. Tyler Harris, his teammate, has 9. For India, 9 for Sekon. 8 for Prince. Get it back off a missed foul shot. It's not for the first time that's happened. Harris. Nice spin move away from the basket. Couldn't get his geometry right though. Rebound for Usman Dieng off a missed India 3. They're protecting their backboard better. 8-5 advantage for Qatar in offensive rebounds. Nancy Begovic misses. The same way we've seen a few India misses around the rim. Down the left rail, heavy off the window for Daga, but put back up and in. Daga missing. Right on cue, an offensive rebound and stick back for India. That was just their second chance score of the game. Game in which Qatar have had 10 points on second chance opportunities. Just a 4-point margin. Scott Fleming in his final window, on his final weekend as head coach of India, seeing his team mount to come back from 12 down. Hadzibegovic blocked off again. He's having a really tough time. Hadzibegovic, 3-on-2 transition opportunity for India here. 3-point shot, rims out for Sandhu. Would have made it a 1-point game. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Good win in transition. He loses it. Qatar really struggling on offense with turnovers now. Five-on-five action off the back of that latest India transition. It's not going to count here, is it? They're celebrating on the bench, but they're waving it off on the court. Qatar, remember, already qualified as hosts of the World Cup next summer. And they're looking to continue to build momentum with this improving program. But for India, you have to say this means more tonight. It is a game that they, not mathematically, but realistically need to win. They can afford to fall to 0-3 with a trip to Lebanon to come. Lebanon, who'd won 10 straight home World Cup qualifiers before a shock defeat to Qatar last time out. So 2-point game. Final 2 minutes. It's poked away in another turnover. Qatar committed just 1 turnover in the first quarter. They've had 3 in quick succession over the last few minutes. Oh, batted away by Hadzibegovic, who plays a bit of volleyball. .9 still on the shot clock. The inbound for Sandhu. Turnaround triple off the mark, telegraphed by Hadzibegovic. He's only 1 of 6 from the field now, by the way, Hadzibegovic, and 0 of 2 at the line. He's got 2 points. Only 1 rebound as well. In fact, stats late to update, that was his 2nd. That one will bounce off every inch of the iron and drop. Ousmane Dieng. Did he get a tip, or was it his 3? Qatar by 5. It was his 3, 2 of 3 on the outside. Ousmane Dieng, 9 points. Qatar are at the foul limit, so India go to the line. Both teams shooting it well on the outside now, by the way. 5 of 12 Qatar for 42%. 6 of 12 India for 50%. 5 of their 6 have come in this quarter. Trying to mount a comeback from 12 down on multiple occasions. Having had a 4-point lead very early on. Powerful and composed in the paint, but not thinking about the footwork. And Boy Saidu. Tried to go for power, then tried to go for composure, but third step. India a chance maybe to tie, or at least to get within 1. Path opens up into the paint and a foul. Complaining about it, the reaching called on Ousmane Dieng. It's 3 on him. He had a group of players on 2 fouls. In fact, Saidu has picked up a 3rd, and now Ousmane Dieng has picked up a 3rd. 10 of 14 at the line as a team. Improve that percentage, get within 2. Shot clock turned off, end of the second. Touch tight, opening 20 here in Doha. 3-point shot, top of the key, no good. For Ndau's hit one already. He'll fly and try and grab the rebound. There'll be some time left here. Pulling on the rim, the court. A bullet inbound that's picked off. And that will do it for the first half here in the Qatar capital. The home team and the hosts of next summer's World Cup had a 12-point lead on multiple occasions, but India right there in the rearview mirror again. Have been diligent and determined in making their way down the comeback trail. They trail by just 2 now at the half, 45-43. Shooting it well from the field, but poorly from the line. 6 of 13, 7 missed points at the stripe. Turnover numbers even now after a big advantage in Qatar's favour at the end of the first. Goodwin had 9 points the first 5 minutes. He's been restricted to only 2 since. India getting the better of that second period.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Carmelo Anthony. The world's biggest basketball stage is coming, and it's headed to Doha in 2027. The FIBA World Cup, passion.
Indeed, here on the world's biggest stage. In September, a new world champion will be crowned, and these two have been putting on a show in the meantime, warming up this building for what will be to come in the summer. Qatar know they'll be there. India, a real outsider, have been struggling, but they're showing spirit now, having trailed by 12, back in the game with their outside shooting improving, their defense improving. Getting transition opportunities. 4 of Qatar's 5 turnovers coming in that second period. And India with 5 of their 6 threes in that second period. A period they were able to win 26-17, having lost the first 28-17. First half of 2 very different quarters. The last one by Scott Fleming's India. He said that this young team of his had potential to be top 5 in Asia. They started to show a bit of that potential in that second period. 45-43 they trail at halftime.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Carmelo Anthony.
We're in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this body started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown.
Goes in for the dunk.
Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovich, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks. Winning time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
Prince spin move. Good defense though. He kicks it out. And oh! Get that out of here! He says not in my house. Al Sumwalam with a huge block.
Justin. Oh, baby! Watchthe. Lutzer Chang tried to lob in the first half of Gilbert. Couldn't connect. And finally, the big man.
Oh, nice turn. Nice finish. Outstanding work from Darwish.
Thinks about recycling, it does. Menenga down the lane. Oh, for Menenga. 5,000 people on their feet.
Over 3 minutes. Oh, what a behind-the-back play. Kawamata. Oh, baby! Oh, Watchthe. The magic by Togashi. Finding Koya Kawamata. Incredible. Nagasaki Velka gets the F1. Well, sublime prime time dive. And arigato Tomodachi.
Always have defenses as a steal. He's already hit a three, and why not reverse dunk and rock the house.
Abdul Kader takes it on the break, no look pass back to Ali Rahimi. Are you kidding me on the break? Terrific sequence for Iraq. Quite possibly the best of these Asian qualifiers.
Ibrahim, hesitation. Oh, nice flip and dish and finish by Ahmad Al-Dwiri. Again, the big man, 8 points.
Hickley mishandles. He's going to have to put the three up for the win. Oh, wins it off the glass. Davo Hickley breaks the hearts of New Zealand again. The dagger to the heart in game day 1. Off the window for the win. What a game. What a man at the moment. Davo Hickley mishandled, gets himself together and just strokes the three off the window.
Japan can have one final shot. There it is. It's up. Oh, Sugoi! Oh, Watchthe Baba Boom! Are you kidding me? Well, doesn't that give you memories of 2019? Japan has done this before. That is very similar to Rusei Shinoyama against Qatar in 2019 in the World Cup qualifiers. Are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me. Go attacks to close out. Big Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Welcome back to Doha. This is the big stage for next summer's big event, one of 4 venues for the 2027 FIBA World Cup. We're seeing an entertaining game here on the road to the showpiece event. Getting India back on the road to recovery. Sahej Shekhar, 9 points for him, including a couple of made threes. Both coming in that second period. He's their top scorer. 3 of 5 from the field altogether. And 9 points coming in just 11 minutes and 22 seconds on court. The majority of his came late. The majority of Brendan Goodwin's and Qatar's came early. 11 points in 10.5 minutes for him, but 9 of them came in around his first 5 minutes on court. Everything was going through the hands of the star guards. And then went to the bench, picking up a second foul. And was nowhere near as impactful after he came back in. We've seen a game of 2 quarters so far, very different to each other. The first dominated by Qatar, the second won handsomely by India. Qatar won the first by 11. India won the second by 9 to get back within 2, having trailed by 12 on a couple of occasions. They made a positive start. India went up by 4 points, Qatar roared back through Goodwin and have led for the vast majority. Uda with 4 assists, Harris with 5 rebounds, their leaders in those different categories. Harris has had a really good game, but 9 points as well. 3 of his 5 rebounds have been on the India backboard. He's done that in just 12 minutes of action with 4 of 7 shooting. Focused on the top scorer, Brandon Goodwin, and arguably the most impressive looking all-round stat line from Tyler Harris, but in fact the highest efficiency of all players for Qatar has come from Ousmane Dieng. In his near 14 minutes on court, he's got 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, made a couple of threes, got 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and 2 steals on defense. That's what tips the scales in his favor as the highest efficiency player on the team. A look at Brandon Goodwin's line at halftime today versus the last game. He can erupt in an instant, as we saw in the opening few minutes of this game. Crucially, he also avoided picking up the 3rd foul, so still only on 2 fouls. We do have Ousmane Dieng picking up 3 fouls. Nobody else more than 2. Look at India's leaders now. Talked about the 9 points from Sekon. Pranav Prince, a return to form for him. Not just these 6 rebounds, 2 of which have come on the Qatar backboard, and the 4 assists there, but also 8 points. The team's 2nd top scorer and a steal. Those 8 points have come with 3 of 7 shooting, including a 3. He's their best player by efficiency. Ahead of Principal Singh, who's got 7 points, 4 rebounds, and Sahesh Sekon, who's got those 9 points. It's a return to form for Prince, who had a nightmare first window. As for Sahesh Sekon, he's already outscored his tally from the last game. He averaged 6 points the first 2 games. Over that average at the half in this one. And India only scored 54 points a game the first 2 games. They've got 43 at the half here. Plenty to be optimistic about as they seek that much needed first win of these qualifiers. Through the end of the line on the bench for Scott Fleming come the end of this window. Love to leave the team in a place from which they can continue to dream. They lost both games in this window. There's a strong chance that they will be eliminated. I mentioned earlier on that this is Scott Fleming's 2nd stint on the bench after a previous 3-year tenure. He's also had experience as the technical director of the NBA Academy in India. He's been an assistant coach for the Texas Legends, the Mavericks G League team. Extensive college basketball experience as a coach as well. Who will be next in line to try and take this India program to the next level? Potential they feel is there. The most populous nation on the planet. A nation, of course, dominated by the sport of cricket, but a passion for basketball as well. They're about to see their first professional league in the nation explode into life, and the feeling is that can produce players and help them gain better experience. Fleming's also talked about the need to improve talent development at school level. Qatar have shown how quickly the national programme can rise with the right conditions. They've poured everything into being ready for the 2027 World Cup. They started their master plan several years ago. The last 2 years, they've risen from 103rd in the FIBA rankings to now 78th. And to continue to climb. There's the World Cup Qualifiers app, which will be a necessary tool to have at your disposal to follow the rest of these qualifiers through the first and second stages. It's the middle of 3 windows in the first stage of these Asian qualifiers. 4 groups of 4 teams, the top 3 from each group will go through to the second stage, albeit in this group Qatar already automatically qualified, so only 2 more tickets available to go to the next stage. And in that second stage we'll see 2 groups of 6. The top 3 from each group will win a ticket to the World Cup, as to the best 4th place team to join Qatar there. Start of the second half, quick exchange and ping of passing inside and out. Indian defense still not budging. Dieng looking to fight his way through the lane, wouldn't go on the flying follow for Harris. And India, off that miss, right over the top of the rim, a chance to complete their comeback. A step on the line and a let off the hook. It was a key part of Qatar's equation in bursting away for a 12-point lead in the first quarter, forcing those live ball turnovers on India and getting points off the back of them. India stopped that supply line in the second by protecting the ball better. Foul on Harris. They've also started to rebound the ball better, India. Qatar had big advantages in the 2 possession count categories at the end of the first. Now those numbers being evened up. Big throw down though from Tyler Harris. Ripping forward and rocking the rim. Goodwin to Fuda to Harris to fly. And there's one of those turnovers. This was India's Achilles heel in the first. Goodwin can't punish, but he's backed up by his teammate Harris, who takes to the Doha air again. Back-to-back high-flying finishes for Tyler Harris. Qatar by 6. Timeout required by Scott Fleming on the India bench again.
Wide open layup, 2 dunks. They just want it more than we do. We're just playing right now. We're not competing. We're not competing right now. We're just playing. We're running out that out of bounds play. We're looking for that guy coming off that down screen. I don't want you going to the middle, taking a shot. I'm telling you, unless it's wide open, all right, run the play. Come on, guys. This is, you're right there, 2 down. And we come out so flat like that. Let's go stack. Let's go stack. Stack. All right. Take him, and hit the boards. Come on, we got to play defense, and we got to get back on defense. Right now, we got to 1, 2, 3.
Great insight in that timeout. Scott Fleming, very passionate, very committed, very specific. Not happy about the way his team have come out, having done some great work to get that from 12 down to within 2. Interior moves, but a turnover on a travel for Principal Singh. Defense not budging. Bobo Magassa forcing the stop. Dieng passes out. Goodwin had to reach to grab it and put it in with nothing but nylon. So from 2 up, Qatar stretched the advantage to 9. 3-point shot off for Sandhu. And it's in danger of getting away from India again. So much improvement in the second period, now coming undone. A chance for Qatar to make it a double-digit lead again. Goodwin 2 of 4 on the outside, now has 14 points, leading all scorers in the game. Harris, who's got 13, and now is the top scorer. Tyler Harris, 7 of 11 from the field, 7 rebounds as well, 5 of which have come on India's backboard. He's looking like the player of the game at this moment. And India now turning it over on the interior. Margassa again, for the second time in quick succession, standing his ground and forcing that cough up of the ball by India. Fuda lean forward 3, too long. That would have made it the largest lead of the night. And India mount a comeback again. Prince shifts it on. 3-point shot is right on the money. And there's a spark provided by that man again, Sakesh Shekhar. He's 3rd on the outside. Goodwin. He's fouled and he put it in. Brandon Goodwin. Pinpoint precision despite the contact. There's the little bump. And there's the bucket. 17 for Goodwin. He's in a battle with his teammate Tyler Harris to be the game's top scorer right now. 32 points for those two players combined. He's still not hitting his foul shots though. Otherwise it would be a far more impressive tally. He's only 2 of 6 at the line. 6 of 10 from the field, including 3 threes. India again closing it from double figures to single digits. Sandhu up to 7 points. Goodwin into a back, drawing a crowd, hoping to find the open shooter. Step forward, missed 2 from Dieng. He's down, Usman Dieng, and in pain. This is of considerable concern for Qatar. One of their key players, their 3rd top scorer in this game. One of their rising star talents as well, the 24-year-old shooter. Misses this shot. It happens on the landing. Maybe it happens a bit after the landing. It's right before, as he tries to hop away to maybe get back on defense. And Dieng tonight has 9 points in 18 minutes. 2 of 3 from 3. He's also got 3 rebounds, with a couple of offensive rebounds and a couple of steals. I don't want to think that far ahead, but if there's anything seriously serious, it could be a huge blow to Qatar's World Cup hopes of putting up competitive displays on the big stage in August, but there's a long way to go until then. Let's hope it's not too serious for Ousmane Dieng. Both teams continue to string them from downtown. India 50% shooting, 7 of 14. Qatar 7 of 16 for 44%. They're all going to be competitive here in this building at the World Cup. Next year they're going to need Ousmane Dieng. I'd say next year, it's this year. How quickly time flies. This year they'll be going to the second phase where the competition will intensify. They'll want Dieng to help them improve, as they have been doing over the last couple of years. There's a three, putting that disappointment right behind them. Final window of this first phase taking place in the summer, and then the second phase will begin before the end of 2026. Qatar know they're going to be there. You're back within 10, fighting on the boards. Principal Singh. That a key part of Qatar's development. Playing in these qualifiers, but also knowing they're going through to the second stage where they're going to look to continue to build momentum as they shoot another three. 8 made threes now at 47%. They're up by 13. This is the largest lead of the game now. They're not just at the World Cup as the hosts automatically, they are looking to be there by sporting merit as well. And they certainly look capable of doing that. Remember that all of the results from this first phase will carry through as well to the second phase of qualifying. Next up for Qatar is hosting the leaders of this group, Saudi Arabia, here on Monday night. That will be an even bigger test. That's what they want. Bigger tests to get better and better. Transition triple. Qatar with the largest lead and looking to extend it here. Begovic moves it on. Sa. Nice passing onto the interior. Begovic still not happening for him. Such a big stat line in the first 2 games. 1 of 8 from the field in this game, just 2 points. India still believe they've shown their ability to mount a comeback already. They're not going to lie down here in their pursuit of that second stage of qualifying. Sards, delightfully done. Real conviction about the way he attacked and went glass. Qatar turn to their defense. The defense described by their assistant coach as the toughest in the Asian region right now. Forced 10 turnovers on India. In the gap, 13 to play. Goodwin has 17. Qatar trying to get over the injury to Ousmane Dieng. They've done so admirably. Goodwin, the footwork and then the fire. Brandon Goodwin hits 20. With a special shot to go 4 of 6 from downtown. In the corner, Musa way off. Abdullah Musa, the number 10 in here, just 17 years of age. And he can shoot it. That is from Muthan Krishna. He has struggled to shoot it. 1 of 9 from the field. Muthan Krishna. Well, batted away by Prince. He stops Fuda. Fuda gets it back. The forward pass stopped. He was looking to turn quarterback. Had a wide receiver down the floor. India working hard on defense. Down 16. Can they keep this one alive? Still no. Now a chance to release it. And here's that moment they were looking for. Qatar by 18, and now you fear the worst for India. Not just in this game, but in this first phase of qualifying, a 25-9 third quarter. It's been a really tough start to the second half for them after such a promising finish to the first. Surely just about at the point of no return. Really the only negative for Ousmane, or for Qatar right now, Ousmane Dieng. Suffering that injury. 3-point shot for Goodwin, who is the brightest shining star in Qatar's constellation. 23 points in under 20 minutes of action. Minute to play in the third. Qatar running riot and running away with it.
He's a one-man, he's killing us, one-man guy right now. So whoever ends up on him, we're not leaving him. Everybody else got to work that much harder. Our offense, you're giving into their pressure. We're not getting good shots. We're getting tough. We're getting C, A, B, and C shots right now. We haven't had a good one for a while. Okay? Let's get out into some white. Okay? Some white. We gotta suck it up right now. All right? We gotta go. Push it. We gotta get stops. We're not gonna let him
He has flicked the switch on that flamethrower again. Brandon Goodwin, 23 points in 19 minutes and 40 seconds. India's hopes of making the second stage of qualifying have been burnt. 13-2 run the last 4 minutes. They have pulled away. Prince. The positive first half has done little in this third quarter. The turnover count at half-time was close to being even. But now India, 11 turnovers. Qatar only 6. It's coming so easily for the 2027 World Cup hosts. Those threes are not falling for India either now. That was sheer supremacy from Qatar to go up by 23 at the end of 3. 10 to play. Qatar 75, India 52 here in Doha. Threes at 55%. You look at those numbers and what really makes it this wide of a margin, the possession count categories. An advantage in offensive rebounds despite shooting it so well from the outside for Qatar, and that turnover disparity that I was just talking about. They've only committed 6 turnovers, while dishing 17 assists in this game, close to a 3-to-1 ratio. In contrast for India, 11 turnovers, 5 more, with only 13 assists. They were down by 12, India. A couple of times in the first half. They closed the gap to just 2 points at the half. This was a tight game at the end of 20 minutes. It is not anymore. It was a 30-9 third quarter in favour of Qatar. A 2-point lead becomes a 23-point lead. Qatar had a 12-point unanswered run in that last period as well. India knocked to their knees at the bottom of Group D. Turnovers have been the biggest problem. Qatar with a 19-5 advantage in points off turnovers, and there's another. Committed double the turnovers of their host now. Qatar have made the most of the turnovers. It's not always about how many turnovers, it's about the type of turnovers. That one wasn't as damaging for India. It still might be here, but so many of those previous 11 turnovers, there have been live ball turnovers that have given Qatar the opportunity to run and gun. They've also been clinical, Qatar, in making the most of their second chance opportunities. The offensive rebounding count is pretty much even, but the second chance points count anything but. 17-7 in Qatar's advantage. Second for India, their top scorer with 12 points. They've really struggled on the interior. And this one just 33% two-point shooting. The three-point percentage was at around 50%, was fuel for their comeback, but they've missed their last 4 in a row on the outside, fallen beneath 39%. Dow passes on, Hadji Begovic. And this big Qatar lead, despite a tough night for their big frontline star, Hadji Begovic. 4 points on 2 of 10 shooting. It's the 5th straight outside miss for India. Prince will take another, and he gets 6 misses in a row. How about one more? Drought won't end here. And three-point percentage keeps on plummeting. 7 of 21 now, 33%. They were 50% at 7 of 14. Saved here by Saad. Seydu on the spin, got it. And Qatar up by 25. It's another 3. It's another miss. They're creating good looks from them. They were hitting them earlier on. There's another good look, and finally they stop the Rock from range. It's 8 straight three-point misses. (22) still the deficit with 7 minutes to play. And that one just looks so effortless. Musa having come into the game for the first time. He is now Abdullah Musa, the 17-year-old rising star. Can help them get to another level. Musa! How about that from the 17-year-old sensation? Abdullah Musa. Showing no fear on the big stage. He really shone at the Basketball Without Borders All-Star event this year in Los Angeles, the three-point champion. We've seen him knocking down a 3 effortlessly. And the 3 the old-fashioned way as well for 6 quick-fire points. Prince stopped, but a goaltend. Double-double for him. 13 points, 11 rebounds, but the majority of his scoring came in the first half. Saad lost it. Prince is 5 of 13 from the field en route to those 13 points. 4 of his rebounds have been offensive rebounds. He's got 6 assists in the game as well. A couple of steals and a couple of blocks. Seeing Basha in the game as well. Bench players getting time. Some of the youngest players on the Qatar roster getting time as well. Here is Basha, the 21-year-old, and he will score as well. They're all at it. Mohamed Basha, on his first appearance of this qualifying campaign, doing what the 17-year-old Abdullah Musa was doing as well. Musa did play in the first window, but only 4 minutes in one game. What a block. Big Bobo, the defensive wall. Magassa with the shadow and the shutdown. He's a key player. He's only played 8.5 minutes the first window, 19 minutes tonight, but that first window, Magassa had the second best plus-minus on Qatar's team. And in his extended time tonight, he's had the third best plus-minus behind Saad and Fouda. How about another for Abdullah Musa? He looks right at home on the senior stage. And to think where he might be in what, a year and a half when it comes to the big event. Musa has 8 points in 6 minutes. There he is now. Abdullah Musa going to work again. And now, another young player, just 20. Qatar showing their increasing potential. And that one turned over, all part of the learning curve. And I think Ndao, 20 years of age, we've seen him knock down a 3 in this one. He's going to improve ahead of the 2027 World Cup. Abdullah Musa will only improve. And they've got 21-year-old Basha as well. Lots of players, 24, 25. India have some young stars coming through as well, but they're not going to get a chance to shine, I don't think, on that stage. The way they're playing in these qualifiers, saved far sideline. Qatar still fighting for every ball, despite this 30-point margin. They want to send a message. Continue on their upwards trajectory. That time knocked away from Musa on his way through, but he looks a talent. Sekon able to convert off the back of the turnover. 3 double-digit scores for India. He's got 14 to lead the team now, 13 each for Prince and Singh. Principal Singh. Telegraphed by Tamar. India at this stage is fighting to make it look more respectable in terms of the scoreline, and that will certainly help. They've closed it swiftly from 30 to 25. Dieng. Back it comes, and stretching the score for Magassa. He's done some great work on defense, gets his second score now. So another 3 for India. Not shy to shoot it. Kanwar Sundhu this time. They've got down 10 threes, taking 26 attempts. Qatar, so efficient though, have taken 4 fewer attempts, still made 2 more. How about this one? The surely not shot from the rising 17-year-old star. Abdullah Musa letting the world know. He's got 11 points in 9 minutes without a miss. And that one was from way beyond the setting sun. Welcome to the senior stage. Welcome to the big stage for such a big young talent. And what could he do on this stage in August of next year? That time the up fake, he's got the moves as well. We've seen that on the interior with a couple of scores, now a couple of threes and a down one. Speaking of moves, delightfully done by Sandhu. He's now the team's top scorer for India with 50. Musa passing out and down. Mid-range shot over a smaller opponent. Won't go. Offensive rebound. Magassa, and he'll go to the line. Qatar targeting the century now. And how about the defense? That's special. He's special. Abdullah Musa stealing the stage. A mic drop moment for the 17-year-old sensation. What are they witnessing late on here? Remember the name, Abdullah Musa. 13 perfect points in 10 minutes. And he's almost done it all already. The deep threes, the dribble drives, the defense, the high-flying moment. Some nice passing in between. Now, how about his free throws? When he played 4 minutes on his international debut in the last window, this is just his second senior appearance. That's his first miss. And a 14-point performance in the space of only around 10 minutes. Think about Musa paired with Goodwin. As he matures. Well, just short of the century, it seems. Maybe they'll get another go. Offensive rebound denying that. But for the first time in their history, Qatar win back-to-back World Cup qualifiers. They move to a positive 2-1 in Group D on the road to this arena in 2027. 99-73, the win over India, who fall to 0-3 at the bottom of Group D. Qatar continue to build momentum, continue to add strings to their bow as the hosts of next year's showpiece event. And what a late cameo from 17-year-old Abdullah Musa to steal the spotlight, as he finished with 14 points in 11 minutes and only one miss. And Brandon Goodwin, who'd had 23 points in under 20 minutes, watching in amazement from the bench. Musa getting onto that top scorers graphic. Harris had 15, as well as 7 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. India were competitive in the first half. They battled back from 12 down, got within 2 at the main break, and then got absolutely blitzed in the second half. This Qatari program ahead of the World Cup here next summer, continuing to improve. A couple of the 4 venues coming from the capital Doha. This is the biggest. This is where the champions will be crowned. It's a welcome to this level night for Abdullah Musa. He will certainly help Qatar get better and better as he grows. Look at some of the fourth quarter plays dominated by Qatar, and in particular by Musa. This is Saidu on the middle. He had 6 points. India did knock down a few late threes, but still lost the game by 26. It was the Abdullah Musa show. Stepped into a 3. Everything was going through the 17-year-old's hands, showing no fear, attacking bigger and older and more experienced opponents in the middle. Other young players stepped up as well. A basket for the 21-year-old Abasha. We've had a 3 from the 20-year-old Ndao. A huge block from the 25-year-old Bobo Magassa. So many young talents. Tough bucket again for the 17-year-old Musa. He had another thrilling 3 from a long way out. And then he had the steal and saw to score with a big dunk. Musa finishing 3 of 3 from 2, 2 of 2 from 3. Perfect from the field. Just missed that last free throw. There's the deep 3. You don't see the steal and dunk, but Musa did steal the show. And that's where Lebanon back on track, beating Saudi Arabia by 30. So Qatar now on a 3-way tie, top of Group D. They continue to rise, having already risen so high in the rankings over the last couple of years. They're sure to rise even further. 3 teams at 2 and 1. India just about done. It's been a pleasure having your company for this one. We'll see you next time for more action on the road to the Qatar FIBA World Cup in 2027.
Easy. I forgot about the ball.
Come on, عبود خلي الجيم يخلص 100 هناك الميدي.
Monkeys, no color. And well done, and wishing for you the success, inshallah, for the next match, inshallah, with Saudi Arabia. I think Lebanon, they played today with Saudi Arabia. They beat Saudi Arabia with 30-point difference, same what you did with India. I think, inshallah, we can beat Saudi easily, inshallah, but we should work hard, inshallah. The Prime Minister, he was here today, and he was very happy about the progress in the second half. In the first half, it was very difficult match. It was strange for us. They are very close to us, but in the second part, Shabab, you beat them and you make the difference big. We are trust you, Shabab, inshallah, to reach the ranking #1 in all the groups, inshallah, to qualify to the World Cup 2027 by your hands. Not because we are the host, no, we would like to go to the World Cup by our hands.